It's week 2 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' rocket-armed quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Jags and the Barons, and it's coming up next.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Brooklyn Barons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you're looking up. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Holding, repeating team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And that flag accepted. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. On third down, Butler. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Butler. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably should have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Butler, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
But sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Operating from the gun, Butler. Dance, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Operating from the gun, Butler, and this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. On second down, they'll run it here. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
To number 87. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Operating
7.
from the gun. Butler. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nichols. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
They said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Butler. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Off play action. Butler. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. on first down. Butler. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Butler. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On third down, Butler. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. To throw on second down. Butler firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, nice move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Barons have cut it back within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jaguars getting set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Butler. Throw left side complete. That's Nichols. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Butler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville on a 1st down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Butler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Butler. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 8. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Butler. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Nichols. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This offense back to work now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down right around the 25. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Butler. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nichols.
Complete to number 85. That's the game. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, Butler. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Back to throw now on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing on first down. Butler. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Shifts by him, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Butler. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Gardner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw on 3rd down. Butler. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Butler. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Foul. Baseman. Ethan.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Butler. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 7.
Back to throw. Butler. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
From the gun on third down, Butler. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. 23 yards on the play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Gets by him at the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Barons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On 1st and 10, Butler. He finds his man, complete. It's Nichols. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Butler. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nichols. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he's got Booker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later.